What's up, you guys? Welcome back to Overdose. I'm your host, Don Jaye. Today, I'm joined with a special guest. Introduce yourself.
Gabriella.
All right, Miss Gabriella. Today's video we're doing is the raw truth about Lori Harvey. Now, I don't know any details about this. Do you?
Backstory: Lori Harvey, Steve Harvey's daughter.
Okay.
Steve Harvey came out with a book called "What Some Women Should Know Men Don't Tell You," something like that.
Okay.
I don't know. Because it's like a dating book.
Okay.
So we all had pressure on Lori Harvey.
Okay.
To date the best of the best.
Got you.
And then she wound up with Future.
Okay.
So that all threw us through a loop, and we've all been paying attention ever since.
Gotcha.
So maybe it was strategic. Maybe she did it so we'd all start paying attention to her. I don't know.
Probably not, but
She's bad. She's bad as fuck, and she's a Capricorn. Shout out to you, boo.
okay. All right, let's jump into the video. See what lessons we can learn from this.
You've been with Michael B. Jordan, King Simp.
Oh, shit.
You've been with Future. You've been with Trey Songz. You've been with Diddy. On.
That has not been confirmed, so that's rude.
God damn.
Let's go, boys. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Today, the title
That
of
shit
the
was loud as
the
fuck.
raw truth.
The raw truth.
I'm
Okay.
gonna take a different spin on it. I'm gonna go into deeper psychological meaning of what everything she's doing, everything going on with Michael B. Jordan in terms of dating. I'm gonna give you guys some deeper insights into what's really going on. All right, I'm not gonna look at this on the surface. I know you guys think, oh, she's this, she's this. I'm gonna look at it a little bit deeper. Right? I'm gonna tell you guys what is really going on here. And number one, let's get right into it. Let's jump right into it. Right? What's the number one thing that's going on? Lori Harvey thinks she's playing men, but she's actually getting played. What is going on, guys?
Okay.
So her father, Steve Harvey, you guys know who he is, right? King Simp, right? His
King
book,
Simp.
Think Like a Man,
Oh,
Act
see?
Like a Woman, was
Yeah,
very,
some
very
shit like
popular. Right? And what was the book about? Like, we're gonna go deeper, guys. We're gonna go deeper. The book was basically about women, trying to basically finessing men, right? Women thinking like men, acting like a woman, knowing what men want, knowing how to manipulate that into getting the best results for them.
Do you feel like you manipulate men to get the best results for yourself?
No.
No. So when you
That takes too much work. I think we talked about this like our first video, but
okay.
Yeah.
So when you're dating someone, is it just like, what? What is it? Is it just, are you trying to get something out of it, or are you just dating for fun? What?
I'm dating for love, so
Okay.
take me for me. Women that try too hard to like make sure that they're like giving you the right version of themselves, it's like takes too much work.
Okay. Okay.
So his
Just warming
byproduct,
up.
his child, is carrying this on, right? She thinks that she's thinking like a man, acting like a woman, doing whatever she wants, dating whoever she wants, but she thinks she's actually playing men. But baby, this is what you don't understand. Listen up, Lori, right? Men are the holders of relationships. Women are the holders of you sleeping with, right? You are the determiner of whether a man is gonna sleep with you or not. Men are the determiners if they're gonna give you a ring or a relationship. And guess what? She's not gotten a relationship yet. So what are you're thinking like a man, acting like a thought. You're not acting like a woman. You're being played. See, this is what.
Does relationship status matter for you?
If I'm in her shoes,
Oh, not even her
Or
shoes,
just in
but
general.
you, yeah, in general.
does relationship status, like a label, does that matter to
Yes,
you?
because I'm guessing for what I've seen so far, she is out here going to different dudes and sleeping with them, but they are not committing into a relationship with them.
I would think that just obviously we don't know her life, so she's doing a lot of assumptions. I got you, girl. I think she's smart enough to know that if she's out in public with somebody, that it has to be an actual relationship. It can't just be somebody she's fucking and then the paparazzi saw us. Like, no, I think she's a little bit smarter than that.
Okay. What about you personally, though?
Yes, me personally, if I am going to be out in public with you and deny other people, yes, I need a label.
Okay, what do you mean when you say deny other people? Meaning like deny other people what?
If you want me to go out in public with you,
okay,
and say we go to dinner or whatever, if I see somebody that I know,
got you.
If there's a label and there's an understanding, I'm gonna act like they're not even there.
Okay.
If there's not a label or an understanding, then I might, be like, I'll be right back. I'm gonna go to the bathroom, and then I'll go say hi to that person. or I'll be honest enough and be like, hey, I'll be right back. My friend is right there over by the bar. I'm gonna go say hi. I'll be right back.
Okay, so hold on. So that determines if you're in a relationship, you're more likely to not go out to dudes and be like, hey, what's up, blah blah. But if you aren't in a relationship, then you're more likely to go out and say, hey, what's up.
Well, that's why the labels matter, because we can have a relationship dynamic, but if it's just up in the air of what's happening, then okay, I'm gonna go say hi.
Okay. So labels really matter for you personally. All right.
Hey, guys. See, when women try to behave like men, they end up looking bad, right? Oh, I'm dating all these guys. I'm dating all these high-level guys, and I got all the power. I'm doing whatever I want. But listen up. A woman's value isn't her purity. A woman's value isn't her softness. Men
her purity?
value women
oh my God.
who are pure. No man wants to be the laughingstock of his peers. No man wants to be with a chick.
I see you have something to say. Go ahead.
I think he's confusing purity with just like what is the word that I'm looking for? Your reputation.
Yeah.
Like,
okay.
It's not necessarily your purity, because I can do whatever the fuck I want to.
Okay, no, pause. You can do whatever the fuck you want to, yes, but there are consequences to doing whatever the fuck you want to.
But if I'm moving in a way where people don't really know my business, people don't know who I know, who I have dated, nobody really knows that.
That's kind of, the only pushback I would give is that's kind of false when it comes to if you are really out there. For instance, there's a difference between going out with a female and going to different friend events and going to different bar events or whatever, and no one really knows your girl. No one really knows what she's about. Versus you go out with a person and every guy's like, hey, what's up, blah, 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 blah. There's a difference of how you feel as a guy that's dating her.
But I think that's what he's confusing. Like,
got you. Her
purity with her reputation. I like going to... How I move in this city is I want to know who's important here. So not everybody's going to know me when I walk in somewhere, but I most certainly might know the owner. I most certainly might know, the important people.
Gotcha.
But the girls, I have seen that. Or guys. Sorry, I'm smacking. But I've had exes where they go somewhere and like everybody's like, hey.
Yeah.
I hate that shit. I just think it's so corny and so weird and like...
You think that's... We're talking about that. All right, moving on.
Shit that every other guy has been with.
Yeah.
No man, I don't care what country, age, location this dude in. He wants a woman who has not been ran through. This is all it comes down to. All right? But unfortunately for her,
I have a question.
Michael B. Sim.
What is not ran through? Like, what is that number?
So, I'm thinking anything over 5.
What the?
Obviously, that's an idealistic number, but anything over 5, yeah. Even that maybe is too high. You kind of want in between like 2 to 3. Yeah.
All right.
Majority of guys just don't want a female to, again, you go out in a place and you know that Drake song when he was like, I gave her a hug or something, and I know the type of hugs. You don't want that. You never want to feel like you the guy, the laughing stock, like a dude, like, oh yeah, fuck that girl, blah blah blah. You don't just want that. So you tend to be on the side of a girl who is a little bit more conservative.
Yeah, more conservative. I can agree with that type of language. But you can be a freak in the sheets, lady in the streets, you know, type of thing. So she could be conservative and, you know, whatever, and still do her thug dizzle, you know,
again,
secretly.
I don't know.
I feel like, okay, so I've moved around. Within this city, it's 5.
Within this city, it's 5. Okay.
I've been here for like 10 years, guys. Relax. But in this city, it's 5.
Okay. Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, we'd be like, nah, I'm good.
So that's kind of crazy that is your number.
That's not my number. I'm just thinking of
like adults. I think maybe if she's like 23, 24, yeah, definitely 5.
Got you.
You know.
Okay.
Getting older, there needs to be way more leniency. That's crazy.
Got you. Yeah, it depends on the context. But again, majority of the guys don't tend to date older women. They tend to date younger women. They tend to date women that are, you know, younger, or they look better, or they have more vitality, etc., etc., etc.
I think I have great vitality.
Anyway, let's continue.
Is a simp, right? He doesn't understand this. He doesn't understand his nature, and he thinks that he got him a
He's
problem.
a simp for sure.
Why don't you think, guys? Let's list off a few names she's been with. Diddy, his son. I'm saying that again.
Simps.
Diddy.
Wait, what?
His son.
I love Diddy.
Why didn't they give her a relationship? Why didn't they give her a ring? Why didn't Trey Songz give her a ring? Why didn't Future give her a ring? Give me glory, give me glory. That's victory. That's a bar by Future. Give me glory, give me glory. That's victory, right? If Future been through you, what do you think you are? Future, King Toxic.
That's what
Give
threw me
glory,
off.
Give me glory. That's
You said, wait, what?
That Future, it just threw me off. I was like, whoa.
Okay, so this brings up a good question.
I didn't understand it.
If a guy has a reputation, are you still willing to look past his reputation if you like him?
There is a side of me where my curiosity might kill the cat, but
okay.
I think if Future pulled up on me and was like, yo, what's up? Da-da-da-da, I would never take him seriously, but I would allow him to think I was taking him seriously just to see if I could understand. That's just like curiosity for me. But like in a normal situation, if Future wasn't Future and he was just a regular guy out here, that's just smashing all these bitches, no, I would never give him the time of day.
Okay, so give me that number. So for instance, does it have to be like in your word or workplace? Let's say in your workplace, a girl's like, hey, I messed with this dude, blah, blah, blah. You're not messing with him ever again? You're not messing with him? Or is it just your friend group if they mess with him?
Just my friend group.
Okay, got you. Okay.
I don't give a fuck if some random bitch said something.
Okay.
But obviously it depends on what that random bitch looks like. If she looks a little sketch and she says she's been messing with him.
Oh, okay. You just want to be cautious.
Right.
Got you.
Right.
Okay. All right. Let's continue.
victory. All right. You think you playing Future? You think you playing Trey Songz? Come on, baby. You are being used. You're being passed around. But she
What
found
if
herself.
what if she didn't
found her
date
Michael
Trey
B.
Songz? What if she didn't trace it? I just feel like
If
she's
you
been
didn't-
linked to a lot of bodies that might not have been her bodies.
I would agree, but I would also say on the flip side of that, then don't put yourself in compromising positions. Because in that photo, that looked like y'all were very...
But if you're single and they're single, then it's cool. Maybe we did flirt with each other, but maybe nothing happened.
I don't know. I'm just saying, don't put yourself in that position for them to even, since you know you're a public figure, don't put yourself in that position for them to even label you that way.
I agree with that.
Yeah. I'm not saying they did or didn't do it. I'm just saying don't even put yourself in that position.
I agree.
That, he probably doesn't understand female nature. He thinks that all these chicks are angels and they can't do anything wrong. And hey, I got me a good girl. And you know what they're doing to Michael B. Simp? Michael B. Simp is being laughed at by Future, Diddy and his son, all the guys that we don't even know about. Because this is just the public guys. You guys know how this is. If she's been with 8, multiply that by 30. You know what I'm saying? She's been with the guys we know about are laughing at him. The guys we don't know about are also laughing at him too, right? Women have to understand that they have power when they are looked at as pure. You're not looked at as pure by men if you can list off Diddy Combs, Justin Combs, Memphis, whatever his name is, another guy, Trey Songz, Future, all been with you over the last couple of years.
Have you had that happen to you personally? So just flip it for a guy per se.
Had.
Meaning like you met a dude and you was like, no, he was messing with all these past dudes. I'm good on that.
Yeah. For sure. Yeah, because I mean, I don't know. I guess in a girl's mind, it's just like, what am I to you at that point?
Okay.
So it's hard to take those ones seriously. So I get it. Mm-hmm. You know, I get it. But
what?
I think men are allowed to have all these sex partners and women are just supposed to be like this.
Well, because men and women are different, obviously. Because men are actually, it takes effort to get, women versus the opposite. It doesn't take no effort. So one is praised for doing it because, again, it takes skill, it takes possess, or you have to get your money up, get your status up, get your whatever up. But the opposite is not true.
Now, that's a debate of pussy is pussy. Excuse me if I'm getting a little too vulgar for you guys. Mm-hmm. But you're saying it doesn't take anything for a woman
to get multiple dudes? No. What do you mean?
Okay. I feel like there is good pussy and then there's just like regular pussy or whatever.
Okay.
So you can maybe have a couple of applicants, but the ones that actually stay employed and want to stay employed is different. I feel like for you guys, after you've accumulated so much experience, you start noticing, okay, this is good pussy, that's all right pussy. So you don't feel like that takes like talent and like skill?
I don't even know the question that you were asking.
To have good pussy.
I don't even know the question you're asking. Here's what I'm saying. It takes. I don't know what the fuck you talking about. It takes.
Hijack the whole question.
Yeah, I'm about to say that you just changed. It takes skill. It takes effort. It takes, again, all these different things for a man to get multiple
Does it really
women.
take skill though? Skill?
Yes, it takes skill to be able to have a conversation with a woman to get her in. I wouldn't use the word coerce, but to.
Maybe I've always looked for God-given talent, okay? I've never looked for those that clearly are rehearsing at home and like
No, I'm not saying
these videos. Like
no matter how you got the skill, it takes skill. No matter if you got it through God-given talent, quote unquote, no matter if you got it through rehearsing, like you just said, quote unquote, skill is skill. So for instance, a guy is not gonna
Sorry.
Okay, question. Have you ever slept with a guy purely 100% based off looks?
Wait.
Exactly. Exactly.
A second.
That's a no. You have never slept with a guy purely 100% off looks.
Yeah, no, obviously, but that's chemistry. That's not like skill.
No, that's not my point. My point is it takes a guy becoming something to get women. A woman is just her by herself. Doesn't have to become anything to get
how
man.
magical we are.
She be changing. Let's get back to the video.
Right? You jumping, you bouncing and bouncing and bouncing. Right? And let's get a little bit into what Boosie said. So Boosie brought this to mind, saying that we need to stop celebrating girls.
Ain't never had a facial.
And celebrate women who actually hold the men down. So Boosie was actually trying to give her game. Boosie was actually trying to put her on. Boosie was actually trying to be a father. Because obviously she didn't get that from Steve Harvey. Because Steve Harvey obviously, I don't know what he was teaching her. Because it ain't the right, there's no way in the world a man with common sense is going to teach his daughter to be jumping from guy to guy and be the laughing stock of the men in the industry. Boosie was basically trying to say, in a strong masculine way, hey baby, you shouldn't be doing this. We should be celebrating girls who hold on to one man because that's when their value is held. That brings me to my second point. Her value is diminished.
Yeah.
Diminished.
But do you agree with that?
That because of who she's been linked to.
Not just her. We don't have to talk about her specifically, but a woman in general. If she is linked to a lot of different dudes, is her value more, less, or just the same?
I think it also depends because if she has been linked to a high value man in a lot of men's eyes, it becomes a like, ooh, I want Lori, like, or I want her, because like the flyest dude had her, so I want to have her.
I think what's happening right now is girl logic, and you're trying to apply that to guy logic, and that's not. They don't equate. For a guy, we never be like, oh, this guy had her, I want her. It's either we want her or we don't. No matter if another guy likes her, if another guy hates her, if all guys think that she's
a high profile guy, like maybe she's a girl that wouldn't normally be in a certain arena.
Okay.
But a high profile guy walked her into that arena, and now other people are aware of that woman.
Okay.
You see what
I 100% see what you mean. But I'm saying you don't, as a guy, look at a girl and say, I want this girl because this other guy had her.
Okay. Heard.
Yes. Yeah. All right. Cool. Let's move on. But hold on. Did you answer the question? Does that make the value less or more? If a girl has more bodies than, let's say, a girl that has less bodies. No, I don't think
more bodies makes her
less valued. You don't?
I don't think so. I think we don't live in barbaric ages. Like there's condoms, there's vaccines.
You be sidestepping like a bug.
I'm just saying, like we're literally having this conversation as if like we live in a time where like body equates to how loose or tight or virus or no virus. Like there's solutions to
That's
things.
That's a great point. But for us, it doesn't matter. if a guy penis put himself in there, that's a body to us, and we don't. The more bodies you have, the less value.
So when you get into a serious relationship, you want to know her number?
I would want to, but I don't think I'll ask. I would just gauge on the person. That's just me personally, though. We would want to know the number, but I'm not going to ask her the number. I'm not going to be like, hey, how many guys do you have sex with? No, I'm just going to engage of how she acts.
How do you know who has diminished their value and who
like I said, her socials, or the way she acts, the way she carries herself when we go out to events or places.
A girl like me, the way that I carry myself, the way that I move in the city is very private, very exclusive.
Okay.
Like I don't really hang out with a lot of people. So you're not gonna know like what my body count or what my life was like before you.
Okay, for instance, let's say we are dating and we go to some event, because I go to a lot of events, and all these dudes are coming up to you. I would be like, I probably wouldn't say nothing, but I'd be like, in the back of my mind, that this person I don't want to get serious with.
That would never happen with a girl like me. But my count is definitely more than 5. So it's like,
okay, got you. But like I said, it's just the way they carry themselves. It's the way they act. It's when you go out to events, do all these people who fucking know your girl, or do no one knows her, types of thing. I mean, you can just look at Instagram sometimes and just see how they carry themselves. Or they got half naked pictures, or they look searching for attention through Instagram or through social media, or they just laid back conservative. Again, I think that correlates to how they are in real life.
So based off of my social media,
you have like 2 pictures, so can't even judge your social media. You need more pictures. I need more context.
Well, I just cleaned it like a year ago, so that's why. But whatever.
Anyway, let's move on.
Listen, as a woman, true high value men, and when I say true high value men, I mean men who understand women, men who have game, right? Her value is diminished to these men. You've been with Michael B. Jordan, King Simp. You've been with Future. You've been with Trey Songz. You've been with Diddy and his son.
That's crazy.
Come on, Diddy and his son, and then they know. The guys in the industry know the other guys she's been with. It might not be in the public eye, but they know. They talk. You think Future and Diddy know?
This is a side question. Do you find that the girls that you work with or your friends all kind of date around the same dudes, like he was just explaining? Like in the same industry, the guys and the girls are always dating each other? Or do you tend to go outside of your dating realm?
I think the girls in like where I work definitely tend to date within the same kind of circle.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that's a thing just when you're like working in an industry. Like a lot of people prefer to work or date people that like understand.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
So,
But for you personally, do you tend to date people that's in your industry, or do you tend to date people outside of it?
I like people outside.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
Don't talk. You think Trey Songz and Future don't talk? You know them dudes don't talk? Oh yeah, man, I hit her too. I hit her too. Man, they flipped her too, man. She's all over. Her value is diminished. No true high value guy will look at her.
Why is
and
his
say,
finger
this
so
girl is a
yellow?
This is a girl
I noticed that too, but I didn't say
this
that.
is a
That's
girl
weird.
that's not being ran through. This is a girl that has value. You can like it or not. You can don't like what I say. A woman's value is in her purity. A man's value is in his stability, his success. That's why men don't care so much about women making $1 million a year. That's not what attracts us. We're not fascinated by how much money you make, baby. We're not fascinated by your success. We're fascinated by your character.
You said what?
I don't agree.
How you don't agree? Not
Because
a man.
there's so many men that want a woman that is making close to, if not matching, their salary.
Okay.
There's a lot of men that are like that now. So.
Okay, but those might be contextual. Those might be guys that want the beauty and they normally get the beauty, so now they want something on top of that with the beauty. They want someone who has money with the beauty. But what he's saying is, at the very bare minimum, we care about the beauty, the attractiveness, the feminineness, the virality, like I said before. Those are what we really care about. All the other stuff is just extra.
Thank you for saying that.
Yeah. Okay. Glad you learned it.
And your purity.
I'm just making sure everybody's on the same page.
All right.
How many guys have you let in their box?
You're not
How many
drinking
guys
this.
have you given your body to, your sanctuary to? If any guy can get your sanctuary, if any guy can be just, you can be you willingly go to any guy. A father and his son. A father and his
He
son.
is really pushing that.
Because that's crazy.
We don't know if that's true. She
Oh,
could have
okay,
just
got
been
you.
partying out, you know?
Got you. Okay.
Like, obviously, she's young. I think she was fucking Diddy.
Okay.
So, she was probably just out with the kids.
Okay.
Because she's a kid. You know, out partying or whatever. Like, I'm pretty sure.
Again, this is the takeaway from this.
Diddy was
If
not a
you
good look, and Future was not a good look for her.
The takeaway is be cognizant of how you are perceived in society.
That's true.
That's it.
I
And I actually think we can finish up with this video on that note. So what are your thoughts, the overall thoughts about this whole thing?
First of all, men,
Okay.
everything that you see is not like literal facts. Like, you don't know
I agree.
stuff. But yes, the way that you present yourself to the world as a woman and as a man, I think it's very important.
Okay. And we can definitely end on that note. Where can they find you?
Sweetest things I never said. Come on over.
All right, on Instagram. And if you want to watch this video, the link will be in the description below. If you want to follow her, the link will be in the description below as well. Join the Patreon army, and I'm out. Peace.